Ja sam završila antropologiju u Polskoj na początku jula sam dobyła telefon z Ameryki i mene pytali da mogę odmah ići u Bosnę. I uglavnom stigłam u augustu 96. godina da radim moj posao. Bo to je moj posao uglavnom. I ja sam radila na ekshumaciji i na obdukcije, a obdukcije były u Kalesji. Bo sam myślała, idemo pokupiti kosti. Ja sam pogledała na ową kost i danas mene je hladno. Kost była cela malimi rupicama. Kost wyglądała kao sito. Da ovi svi ljudi nie umrli zbog gripe, a są ubijeni. U moim očima oni byli ubijeni.
Eight thousand people killed for fun, because that's what it is. Take, for example, Kravice. The Muslim men were gathered in the hall, and Serb army militaries and even Russians were brought to the road next to that to shoot whatever they can into those people. They were killing them by guns, by AKs, even hand grenades and rocket throwers. That killing is killing for fun. My family was a small family. It was 3 members, father, me, and my mother. My mother and me are the only surviving members of my family.
You are now under the protection of the UN forces.
I mi smo sutri dan nakon toga velikog masakra, mama je željela tu svoju prijateljicu da pošalje za Tuzlu, jer nije imala nikoga kako bi se spasila. I kad smo mi došli u te UN-ove konvoje i kamione, ja se tog trenutka sjećam se izginulih ljudi. To nisu bili ljudi, to su bili djeca, momci i cure. To je bilo strašno za vidjeti. Krv po cesti, po igralištu, komadi ljudskog mesa po ogradi. Mene je Amidža, sjećam se, Azim, koji je tad imao 20 godina, ubacio u kamion i mene i moju sestru, moja trudna majka, i također uspjela je ona da se popne na kamion. Imao sam osjećaj da ćemo gušiti. Kada je krenuo kamion, ja sam tad shvatio da ću biti odvojen od oca. I počeo sam da plačem iz sve glasa, da bukvalno vrištim i govorio sam, babo, ja te više nikada neću vidjeti. Onda kamion je krenuo, babo trči za nama i čupa kosu od muke. Kaže, sine, neću te ja više nikada vidjeti. I ja isto sam to govorio njemu, neću te, babo, ni ja nikada više vidjeti. I želio sam da iskočim iz tog kamiona, zaista. Jer nije mi trebalo nisam želio jednostavno da budem trenutak razdvojen sa svojim ocem.
Pa imala sam muža i 2 sina. Tako sa svojom djecom, sa svojim mužem. Bila sam, sad živim sama trenutno ovdje. 92. jeste. 92. smo krenuli. I onda smo otišli u Srebrenicu, bili smo skupa, naš 4. Međutim, mi je sin Edin 6. jula poginuo, mlađi sin. On moj Edin 6. jula poginuo od granati. Presam. Presam. Četvrtak bio. 6. juli. Pa Nermin mi je 76. godište, a Edin 77. 11. smo dole stjerane u Potičare. Tu je bio haos, tu je bio pakao. A Ramo i Nermin su krenuli preko šumi da priđu. međutim njih nema. Jedna me kuna pozvala na kafu. I tu njezin sin pustio tu kasetu. Ja sam to vidjela. Ona je tu meni rekla zato da se nada njina sestra odmah nekog doktora tu dovela. Pa vidjela sam ja sam svjesna sine toga dok i nima. Čekaš, misliš, nema i... Ja sam njih ukopala po te čorbe.
International community never had a proper interest. They were there, but they were trying not to be there. Their presence was more like psychological rather than effective support.
It was the worst atrocity in Europe since the Second World War. But what I always like to emphasize is that it's an atrocity and a tragedy that happened in a UN safe haven, in a UN protected area. What this means is that the UN was responsible for protecting the civilians that were found in that area. The very beginning of the war, when it became already very clear that mass atrocities were happening, that war crimes were happening, that concentration camps were established, that mass rape was happening. So this is the time the UN actually took a proactive approach and they established a safe haven. How could it be that the genocide happens in a UN protected area, in a UN safe haven? That's maybe the most shocking part of it all. For sure, the ICTY trials gave a voice to the victims and their families, right? In 2 decades of its action, it persecuted over 160 individuals, and these were the highest ranking, right? So we've seen presidents, prime ministers, highest ranking military generals being persecuted, which was basically sending a message that no one stands above the law.
The chamber for the fine. The chamber hereby sentences you, Radovan Karadzic, to a single sentence of 40 years of imprisonment.
Right, so that everyone should take responsibility for their action, even during war times. So in this way, I would say that the ICTY was groundbreaking and that it was something that changed and paved the way. It changed the international justice system, and it paved the way for many other cases and many other conflicts to establish similar tribunals. Was it perfect? No, it wasn't. There were many shortcomings as well. If you look at the closure, if the victims have actually reached closure, if justice was served, then this is a different story. The domestic courts in Bosnia were supposed to handle the war crimes that were happening at the lower level, right? The people who were actually committing the crimes. If you talk to the mothers of Srebrenica, they will tell you that the people that they know committed crimes and committed murders are still freely walking around Srebrenica. Even some of them hold prominent positions. they're involved in politics, they lead a very happy, successful life, and this causes a huge frustration and also creates an atmosphere of fear and distrust amongst the victims. So I wouldn't say that there is a sense of closure and justice achieved.